Hello everyone, and welcome back to Happy Moon Tarot Readings. I'm Crystal and I'll be doing your reading today. Today we're going to be looking into what is the blockage with your person in this situation. This is a collective reading, so you can take what resonates and disregard what doesn't. All right, we're going to get started here. We're going to start with some oracle cards. Spirit, what is the blockage here? What is the blockage here for our collective? All right, we've got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. I'm going to get another oracle card. Spirit, what is the blockage here? Well, I guess we're getting 3 oracle cards today. All right, so we've got heal. What is, oh my goodness, there were 2 cards here. Wow, okay. I guess there's a lot of information here for you. All right, so we're starting with leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Beautiful card. Then we've got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Then we've got heal. What is mending? And we've got carry. What is always mine? Okay. So, I think we're going to just slide these up here, slide these up here, and then we're going to get into some tarot. Spirit, what is blocking this person or this connection? What is blocking this connection, please? Spirit, what is blocking this? Ooh. What is blocking this connection, please? Okay. We're going to take those. All right, so we've got the 5 of Cups. We've got the Hermit. Oopsie. We've got the Death card. All right. We've got the King of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so what's blocking this connection? Your person is definitely in a retreat state. We've had an ending here, so you might be looking at this because you've had either a change in your relationship or in this connection, or there has been a complete severing of the relationship. Feels like a breakup to me, or a separation. Death card is about change and endings. We see that your person is really, this is some regretful energy. regret and sort of feeling empty, remorseful, defeated. And they're in the hermit stage right now, which is adding to your separation or your no contact or whatever's going on. You know, they're going inward, they're trying to seek answers. It looks like they're having a hard time finding those answers because this hermit here, you know, you can see that they've got this flashlight, but primarily they are still in the dark. This person is really in the dark here, trying to figure out how they feel, what they think. It looks like they're really lacking clarity. It looks like they're carrying some regret and just some heavy negative feelings that they're trying to entangle themselves from or work through. And it doesn't look like they're getting a lot of clarity or making a ton of progress in that area right now. It looks like they are turning to friends or family or social events here to sort of distract themselves or, you know, navigate their emotions rather than sort of actually going into the full hermit mode. Like a hermit is about self-reflection and like searching, soul searching. And it feels like although this person is seeking clarity and seeking some sort of peace or soothing, it doesn't necessarily look like they're actively using this hermit phase away from you to really do the soul searching. It looks like they're, you know, still in the dark. They're gathering with people, they're hanging out with people, they're, you know, being social, being distracted. Maybe they're working a lot. They're definitely not like, you know, this is the universe will catch you. You have to go first. It doesn't look like they're in a place where they're really ready to take initiative. It looks like they're just sort of in this stuck energy, you know, this conflict or this breakup that happened here between the two of you does weigh heavy on them and it is deeply affecting them. But rather than, you know, doing the internal work and really sitting with the emotions for long or sitting with the memories and the thoughts about what happened for long, they might be doing some of that because we do have the hermit here, but I think that they're uncomfortable. Your person is uncomfortable. And so rather than taking the leap to either look for communication between the two of you or repair between the two of you or closure or whatever is needed in this situation, they're sort of just self-soothing in ways that are comfortable for them. I do see them out. Like I see intuitively like someone who's out. It's not someone who's necessarily having a good time internally, but it is a distraction. Okay. And we did get this oracle card here with the heel. So that's definitely what's needed for your person. As far as blockages go, you know, I think that they are their own blockage. I think that they are not dealing with your separation or breakup in the healthiest way internally. You know, they're not really using the time after to reflect and self-assess and that kind of stuff. I think at least not to the extent that is going to create this King of Cups energy here. King of Cups is someone who is very emotionally stable, loving, affectionate, but has a really strong, clear hold on their emotions, on their inner workings, whether that's good or bad, like whether they're feeling good, they're feeling bad. They're very emotionally stable. So whatever comes at them, these waves here that are like coming at them, they can kind of ride the waves because they have the skills and the tools to really deal with anything that comes, and specifically the difficult things. And I just think your person doesn't have that yet, or doesn't use the skills that they do have effectively, you know? I think our carry here is that your person is carrying a lot of I don't like to use the word blame. I think all situations are subjective and to some extent, but it feels like this person is really carrying a lot of the heaviness of what went down between the two of you. It feels a lot like this Five of Cups energy over here. It just feels like they might be overwhelmed by by their part in what happened, or, you know, if they wronged you or they betrayed you or hurt you. It feels like a pattern, okay? This feels like something that hasn't happened once or twice. It feels like something that has happened repeatedly, but also it feels like it just weighs heavy on them. And instead of processing that, they just sort of avoid processing it. Our Two of Wands here. Two of Wands is about, you know, vision for the future, hoping. Can be about yearning. It can be about, you know, wands are fiery, active energy. And coming over here with all of this stuff preceding it, it feels like they feel like they're carrying too much emotional baggage right now to really take any kind of action, good action, bad action, you know, reaching out, contacting you, seeing you, messaging you, offering repair, offering an apology, whatever is needed here. Just any kind of solution-based action is really being blocked here by just sort of their own sort of self-coping mechanisms. Let's get some more cards. Okay, what is blocking this person, please? Because if you're just coping with feelings and masking them and hiding them with distraction, with work, with substances, with, you know, TV, with working out, however people distract themselves and self-soothe and cope, you're not really dealing with the feelings. You're just sort of running from them. And as we all know, we can't actually run from feelings. You know, you can't, you might be able to ignore them for a while, but eventually they're going to reappear. You know, and generally they reappear in ways that are unhealthy. They come up at the wrong time or in the wrong situation, but because you've been suppressing them or holding them in or avoiding them for so long, they end up just sort of bubbling over eventually. Let's see if we've got, what else is going on with this blockage here, please. Okay. So we've got Justice. Yeah, we've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Magician. And we've got Strength. Yeah, so this all makes total sense. So our Justice card is about equal give and take, things being balanced, things coming to an appropriate and fair resolution. And I think that your person isn't ready to do that, or I just don't think they know how to do it, especially falling on our Hermit card and our Five of Cups here. I really think this person is overly concerned or preoccupied with their feelings and managing their feelings. And so moving forward or taking steps to move forward seems almost like an insurmountable task for them. If they're barely managing their own feelings, if they're barely coping, you know, with just how they feel, their regret, their part in this, how it affected you, how it affected the connection or the relationship. I don't see them as even being ready to look at things outside of just how they're feeling and trying to survive that. Because the next step, when you hurt someone or you've been hurt or a connection gets severed, if you want to repair or have a resolution or even just closure, the next step would be to come back together and communicate, or to make amends, or to reconcile, or to agree to move on. But a lot of people just are not emotionally, energetically mature enough to see outside of themselves. So this person looks like they're really not in a place that they can offer you something that would be helpful and healthy in this moment. And I don't think it's because they don't want to. I just think that they're not ready to, and they really don't know how. I think that they are too overwhelmed with the situation as a whole. We've got the Four of Swords here. It's about retreating. The Four of Swords is about healing, like our healer card here. It's about reflecting on things and pausing and taking time for yourself. And that's falling on our Hermit and our Death card, and we've already got the Heal card. I mean, this person is definitely in the process. It's nice to see the Four of Swords come up, because this Hermit card is a little dark. It's a little bit, it's giving us the vibe that we're not really using the time wisely. So it's nice to see another healing card, another reflection card, because this one is showing at least a little bit more participation in the process. That maybe we're moving in that direction a little bit. But as far as continued blockages, this person just needs some time to think about everything. The Magician is, it's a card of manifestation. It's a card of creation, the ability to create your reality energetically, having the tools, having the skills, having the intuition, having, all of the things that you need to bring what you want to fruition. And I do still feel like this person just feels ill-equipped. I feel like this person doesn't feel like they have the skills and tools they need, especially to become this King of Cups, to manage their emotions, to manage their reactions, to control what comes out of their mouth, to control the choices that they make appropriately. I feel like this person really is struggling to find the tools that they need. The Strength card, similar to the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is about having like full emotional maturity, and the Strength card is really about it's about inner strength. It's about having a lot of self-awareness, a lot of emotional awareness, a lot of mental, energetic awareness of how you operate, the way that you do things, and also doing things in a way that's cohesive and healthy and proactive. And I think that this person really just doesn't feel like they have that. They're not able, they're taking this time and they're not manifesting this sort of inner fortitude at the level that they want to, or at the level that they feel like they need to. They're not, they don't have the skills or the tools at hand to really understand how to develop this type of inner strength. This person could have been kind of reactive, I feel like kind of fiery energy, like outbursts, or like short-tempered, or just sort of easily triggered. And then once they become triggered, they just do not know how to manage those feelings, right? I think that they would like to and they want to, but at this point they don't know how to gain those skills out of thin air. Obviously, we all know that reflection, soul searching, as well as other things, like therapy and being vulnerable in open conversations and healing our inner child and decreasing stress. And there are so many things that can help us. Personal growth can help us manage our triggers and our reactions. And I feel like this person isn't in that place yet. I think they want to be, but it's not occurring to them that this is work that you actually have to do. It's not something that you're going to wake up with tomorrow. Your person isn't going to wake up tomorrow and go, wow, I feel healed, I feel fresh, I feel solid and stable, I'm not going to be reactive, I'm going to manage my triggers. That's not going to happen. You have to seek out the core of what's going on, and then you have to deal with that sort of from the beginning in a process to understand yourself. And then once you understand yourself, hopefully that helps us move in a direction of healing. We're going to get some message cards here. Are there any messages from their person today regarding these blockages? Messages today regarding these blockages, please. Okay. So we've got, I need security. I admire you. I miss hearing your voice. So yeah, as I said, this is, either no contact or was a full breakup for most of you. Obviously take that as it resonates. Your person needs security because they are in an emotionally insecure space. They probably feel very uncomfortable feeling vulnerable, very uncomfortable feeling feelings. Negative feelings are uncomfortable. Feeling sad, feeling regret, especially if you feel like you're sort of the catalyst to why things ended and why things are messy right now. Feeling those feelings is very uncomfortable. So I feel like this has a lot to do with this hermit mode and the Four of Swords. Just needing to feel safe, and they're doing that by, sort of closing off and trying to go inward at times, distracting at times, coping at times. But this person needs, feels like they need, for lack of a better word, a safe space. And I'm not suggesting you are not or were not a safe space for them, but their perception of a safe space, which probably means not having to deal with feelings openly and not having to talk about them and not having to acknowledge what happened and sort of just, avoiding that. And in that avoidance and separation makes them feel secure. So that's their version of security. We've got, I admire you and I miss hearing your voice. So definitely we have, loving, affectionate feelings here. They miss you. They admire you. I think that they admire, what I'm getting intuitively is that they admire how you can handle things. You're much more perceptive and intuitive and emotionally mature is what I'm hearing. And I think that they really admire that about you, and they don't know how to meet you at that level. But they do admire you. They miss you. So as far as the blockages here, this is really your person sort of blocking their own entry. They're sort of going into their hermit mode and their self-reflection mode. And I think at times using it well, and at other times just sort of trying to hide from how they feel. And I think that's the blockage, is not knowing how to heal and not actively participating in the process, because until we heal some things, it's really hard to move forward, especially in connections and relationships, and especially when there has been a disconnect or a conflict or an ongoing problem. What is needed here and what is being blocked is they need healing, and they need to be open to the healing, and they need to actively seek out their own personal growth and healing in order to process and move forward. And that's what the blockage is here. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you could subscribe, like, share, or comment, that would help me out so much on my little channel here. And I look forward to seeing you in the next reading.